My name's Jackson Stuber.
And what do you do?
For the past 3 years, I've been working on a food truck called My Big Fat Greek Hero with Gus, and it's been an experience for sure.
And tell me a little bit about the food truck and how you started working there.
So, I've been neighbors with him for a total for like 5-6 years now, and after 1 year, I kind of started talking with him and noticed that he was just a Greek guy, and he was hilarious, and
God.
he was a Greek god for sure. He honestly is. But when I started college freshman year, I started working with him. We did like once a week at this like local like bar. It was very grimy. It was really bad, but like we would work like these crazy hours from like 9 to 3 in the morning. And this guy, he's like probably 69, and he's slinging gyros, and he's talking smack to all these drunk guys that like yell at us because, you know, drunk people, how they get.
Yeah.
So Gus can handle his stuff. He's very witty with that.
And so how did you get so close with Gus then?
Usually, it was just the food truck, honestly. Just working constantly with him, like from 11 to like 9 some hours, like crazy shifts. So we're in this small fucking 10 box basically, and we're just constantly dealing with customers, talking, because sometimes we have free time, so we like share. Mostly him sharing his story to me. I kind of listen.
He's old now and he just wants to tell you about his...
Yeah, his whole fucking life, it's incredible.
Do you think Gus has an insane life?
Oh, definitely. So unique. Like, I'm so grateful that I've like actually just like, I don't know, just looked at me and noticed me. Honestly, it's incredible.
Would you consider Gus like a mentor to you now?
Oh, for sure, for sure. He's an incredible human being, and just working with him and him just teaching me things with dealing with like customers and running a food truck, and him like business sense. He's just like under layers. He's just incredible. He's very witty. He's on his game, on his ball.
Yeah. And so go tell us a little bit about like his story, like from what you know, what is Gus's story, from what he has told you?
So he started out, he lived in Greece in a small island like 3 hours away from Athens, and at an early age he was just a strong individual. He just was a born like leader. He did not give a F about anything, and so that like characteristic of him just carried throughout his life, and him wanting to explore, and at an early age of 14 finding himself in New York, like with no money, no food, like nothing to his name.
How did he get to New York?
He went on this cruise, working on this ship for a couple months, going to a couple ports like in Jamaica, Colombia, all those places. And so he got back to New York, and yeah, so he was just super poor, and then he started working at like delis and just dishing, just cleaning pots and pans for like 12 hours straight, like for like 50 cents. And then he like built his name up and like got himself a deli and worked in that. He created a couple food trucks in New York. It was incredible. And then around 30 he moved out to Fort Collins, and yeah.
And then also, didn't he meet his wife?
Oh, for sure.
Tell us the story of how he met his wife.
Oh my goodness.
Betty.
Betty, so they were around 18 or so, and Gus didn't really know English at that point. He just knew like the like food, basically water, the basic necessities. And so he saw this girl across the street, and that was Betty. And so he ran up to her, like looked at her, and he just did these signals like he wanted to like go on a date with her, and she just found it just romantic. And then ever since, they've been together for like almost 50 years now. 49.
And they have 2 kids.
Yeah, they have 2 kids. They're in their late 30s, and they have kids. And that's the only reason why he came out to Fort Collins, was because of his grandkids. He wanted to be with them.
And didn't his son tell us a little bit about his son, Dino?
Oh, Dino. So early when he was around his 30s, when they first came out to Fort Collins, they started a couple restaurants. One of them, Pizza Casbah, which is incredible. He was one of the founding owners of that place. And so, yeah. And then they ran that for like 10 years, sold that off, and someone else owns that now.
Isn't that how Gus started his truck that he has now? Is that he started working on doing carts for the pizza?
Oh, yeah. So, in Pizza Casbah, they didn't have any carts before Gus. And so, probably 10, 12 years now, he started a small pizza cart, and he just went around downtown and dealt with all the drunk fools. And all
Which he was probably giving him Uzo or...
Oh, yeah, you know him, Gus. He's a little...
Alright, so I guess my next question is why do you think Gus's story is unique? Like, why do you think him in particular has such an inspirational story and has been such an inspiration to you?
I think he always says that someone has always been watching him. Even at an early age, he like knew right and wrong, like not to do some certain things. Like when he was around like a bad environment, he still knew what the right thing to do would do, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so even in New York, he had to deal with a lot of people in the deli and all this, and like just coming from nothing and then coming to having all these things, having a deli, having a paid house, all of that from him, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And so...
And also, I think it's hard, like, if you spend 5 minutes with Gus and you realize, like, how he was able to do what he did, how he's able to, like, succeed so much in life because, you know...
His outlook, mostly, because, like, he walks in the room and you are instantly attracted to him because he has this big old grin on his face. He just, he just wants to smile, have fun, wants to know who you are. He brings you in like a friend. But, yeah, he's a great guy.
And would you consider Gus one of your, like, family members?
Oh, for sure. I consider him, like, a father to me, honestly.
He calls you his grandson.
Yeah.
He always introduces, this is my grandson!
Yeah, everyone thinks he's my dad.
Grandpa,
he's 70, and he looks like in his mid-50s.
Yeah, and he drinks and smokes like a sailor. He parties hard.
He knows how to talk to the girl.
Yeah.
He's a great
He gets
social
pictures
guy.
of girls everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
Do you think...
He's incredible.
Yeah, do you think Gus himself has, like, a unique brand? Like, how would you describe Gus's brand?
Like we just said, like how he has a huge smile and he has a Euro Uzo in his left hand. Like he's just a big old, just wonderful guy, and that's basically his whole brand.
Yeah.
Just wanting to take you in.
And how has your life changed from Gus? Like, tell us a little bit about, like, now your career path and, like, what you really want to do.
So, like, right now, sadly, he's getting older, and so he's been teaching me everything about food trucks, how to run it, how to deal with, like, future venues and stuff like that. And so, like, I don't know. What was the question?
How he has influenced you in your career path now.
So after, sorry.
It's okay. You're good.
Yeah, no, so after that, he just taught me all of these things, and after he's getting older, like, I have to take on the business and stuff, and I want to do so well with this because I'm not Greek, but like that Greek culture has brought me in and shown me a beautiful
You
light.
call yourself Greek. Though.
Yeah, I do. I am Greek by heart. And so like he just taught me everything about food trucks, and it just latched on, and I want to just succeed and just want to
now
be
you're
up
like
there.
marketing it in like the modern world
Oh,
too.
yeah,
So
like-
now you're turning like his old fashioned product into like
We're doing a modern spin to it all. Like I'm working on logos. We're going on new brewing ventures like Odell, like Otterbox, places like that. It's
like
pretty
he's
incredible.
handing it down kind
Yeah,
of to you and
he
like
is.
letting you take the reins on it.
Yeah, and it's just incredible that he trusts me, because it's just this wonderful guy who has been through just hell and back basically, and he trusts that to me, and that's incredible. Like, it centers me and just humbles
What
me.
about the deli? Can you tell us a story about? Because I know he worked his way up through the deli and like started from pretty much nothing,
Mhm.
and then worked his way up all the way to pretty much owning it.
Yeah.
Because he would just go in every day from 12 hours a day, 12, 14 hours a day,
Yeah.
and then because he was
Well-
16 with no job.
Yeah, so at an early age, when he got to America, he was living on the streets for months, and then he finally got a job at this Italian place where he was, like I said, like scrubbing dishes for 12 hours constantly, and he just hated it. And so
I guess to sum it up, how do you think you have benefited from Gus being in your life? And how are you going to take from his story?
I think he's just at this point, he's a mentor to me. And so I just look back and I just appreciate every second being there. I listen to him more than my parents. Like because we're together like constantly, almost every day for 5-6 hours. And so we just have this friendship, this bond, and he's a best friend to me, and he's taught me so much.
All right. Thanks, Jackson.
Yeah, thank you.